Hey folks, Chris Martin here. This is our 6th entry into the After Action Reports. We recorded at Whipping in San Jose from the World Diplomacy Championships held at WeaselMoot in Chicago in the summer of 2016. In this edition, we get to 1904 and 1905, kind of the mid-game. And so much changes in these 2 years. So just when you think that you're going to have a breakout power who's going to crush out and dominate the rest of the board and lead on to being the champion, no, they get their hair trimmed, they come back, and it doesn't work out the way they planned. As always, if you like the video, go ahead and click like. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support more diplomacy videos, go ahead and subscribe to me on Patreon. Thank you very much to my current Patreon subscribers. I really appreciate all the love. Without any further ado, here we go, 1904. So you convoyed away to Holland, unsuccessfully, I think, because you bounced him there.
Yeah, I mean, I told him he would get Holland and then I didn't get it.
And you told him you'd leave the English Channel and you didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
And then I tried to sell it as a misorder, which he did not buy.
When Nathan moved to Ruhr and did not help me by attacking the North Sea, I was just like, all right, you got me. Which he did.
Yeah.
He had me and he beat me. I was like, all right, well played, sir.
Yeah.
And I said, I am your janissary, so command my units, Nathan Barnes. And I was doing what he wanted.
Okay.
With the objective of defeating Andrew Goff.
Because of Skagerrak.
Because of Skagerrak.
Yeah.
So that was my objective, is to ensure that he did not win. If he won, that was great.
Not important.
But that's number
Not
2 on the list.
Super important to me, as much as making sure he did not win. So my objective in the game was no longer winning; it was preventing somebody else from winning, maybe helping somebody else win.
Right. Okay. So you convoyed to Prussia, which you bounced, and you walked to Silesia, which you bounced.
Yes, because I knew he was coming,
Yeah.
and I needed to stop that.
Okay.
I still think my guess there, whether you're convoying to Livonia or Prussia, is
That's actually because yeah.
I'm happy with how that.
I was actually happy
I knew
with that.
you were coming from me as well.
I was happy with that, with how that went down too, because I did not really want more of your units into the center, and my objective was
swapping Livonia for Prussia would not have been good for
that
you.
was not like what I wanted. So I was like, it was a real like, oh god, what do I think he's going to do? Is he going to hold? Is he going to do? Yeah, I'm going to Prussia because I don't want him in there. So my objective was really just to keep you out.
So there's a very interesting move here, which I think influenced the psychology of things quite a lot, and that's Ukraine to Moscow.
Right.
Now, for me, it made perfect sense for about 3 really good reasons. First, I want to indicate to Peter that I'm on his side and I'm not going to be pressuring him. Second, I'm moving Livonia to Prussia, so it's an insurance move in case the convoy goes to
Livonia.
Prussia. To Livonia. But the other thing it was, I think, taken as was I don't trust England about St. Petersburg.
Well, I think
it
with
was
building Fleet A.
our relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Just put the seed of doubt there.
Okay. Certainly, if you haven't got anything adjacent to it but Livonia, and you're trying to get Livonia away, right? Then there's no signal to you that he's covering it or he's going to go up there.
yeah,
You seem to say
I don't
remember that.
I honestly don't recall. I mean, it's certainly something we probably talked about, but I think that the justification you just gave, you gave that to me on the board. I think my response would have been okay. No, I don't recall honestly.
I think I did it after the fact, which is a mistake.
Okay. No. But I don't think that's something that would have really, we had been working together well enough at that point. I don't think it would have really. So basically just sat.
Well, almost, not quite, because here's the thing, Chris, you just said, all right, Dave is wanting to fight Peter, Dave is wanting to fight Goff, why wouldn't I take his help? And the next season, you take Constantinople.
Can we just do a little check? What happened in the Black Sea this time?
Was there another bounce there?
Let's look at the tail of the
Oh,
tape.
yes! The tail of the tape suggests.
By the way, I do remember Dave Malinsky multiple times being, Black Sea. Black Sea.
Because I was quite happy bouncing him there forever.
And you did. Yes.
And you did.
it.
Until he didn't have that
That's what I was
fleet
going to say.
anymore.
Until you
if I
ran out of
remember
fleets to do
correctly.
it with.
Yeah, so what was the thinking there? Do you remember? Because you just, I'm going to come back in, and then I'm
Looking at the position, I could have had Greece.
Yep.
So I'm not sure why I went for
'Cause I think-
Constantinople rather than Greece.
We had worked something out where we were going to go to the center because that's why I moved my 2 units towards the center.
I remember this. I
Looking
remember this
back,
video conversation.
what I remember of the pattern of this game is that one year I would stab you, and the next year we would work together,
Yes.
and the next year I would stab you again. And
Yeah,
the
we
next
did
year
that for
we'd work
about
together.
2
You were really
and a half
nice about
games.
that. I mean, you would always come back and work with me again. So
you didn't have much of a choice.
You were quite
think
nice
I-
about that.
I think I wanted some of that pressure on Germany as well
Yeah,
because
that might have been true.
our relationship wasn't
was that
well. You were
I know.
insisting on talking to me every turn just to tell me that you were going to end me.
Yes. Well, I know Andrew was very committed against Dave at this point, and like
Yes.
there was never going to be,
Yeah.
and he wanted Dave dead.
Right?
So that would have probably been a factor as well, because Andrew was like my longer term.
Right.
How did
All
it
right,
finish
well-
up for everyone?
I think it worked out for everyone involved.
I was happy with this.
All right, let's keep moving through here. We lost a little time at the beginning with the technical stuff. Nathan, you're just still executing on your plan. You're pushing forward. Now you're in Germany. This is it. We're gonna talk about how that goes.
And this is all like, at this point, I am coordinating 100% with him. Everything is cool with me. Oh yeah, take me unit.
Yep.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Which makes the most sense.
What makes the most sense? How do I speed you up? What are we doing? What are we doing?
So my question for you here is: in fall of 1904, why don't you keep the pressure on England? You walk away instead.
Because there's 2 reasons. One, I'm feeling like there's going to be something happening and that figure something out, and I want to reposition slightly. The other is, I think I can still keep playing Adam and Doug off each other, even though Doug's working with me. I think I have more time and I can get more out of him. That's just the thought.
So this is essentially a positioning move here to Spain South Coast. If he doesn't have anything in theater, you can come down, you can take Tunis, and that's a great dot to own.
yeah, I mean, I
Or
guess
if you want to swing back north, you can always just swing back north.
which I think is what I do.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's what you do.
And so this was about you're helping Goff get into the German theater, and you are saying no, you may not have Tress back. I think that's how that went over there.
And winter is coming in the north.
Yes, this is when you took Sweden, right? And was that just about taking the opportunity to get another build and keep moving forward?
Because I didn't even try to take Trieste.
That's why.
No, he went there with 2.
Because I wanted
He didn't
Adam
let
to do
himself
that.
out.
Right.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
No, I remember that.
Oh, so this was all mine.
It is all your fault.
So do you remember what you were thinking? You were thinking, I've taken Denmark, time for me to take Sweden?
No, I mean, I think that I really don't remember specifically what led to this. I mean, I remember it being a difficult decision because I was essentially moving against the one guy who had been sort of upfront with me the whole game, and it was sort of like, okay, and I know Goff is not going to be happy with this, and it could have some pretty dire consequences. But I felt like there was.
I think this is the
There's
term where
no
like
one-
all 3 of us work together.
Is that what led
we,
to it? Is
we
that
had to do it
maybe
through-
I felt
we
for-
actually sort of like work together
Yeah.
and not like oppose each other in any way, shape, or form.
Budapest makes
perfect
sense. We had a
Yeah, self-balancing in
This
Budapest,
may be a
I
problem.
get.
So.
I don't.
Because I could totally walk into Budapest and support myself into Trieste.
I think I was cutting Budapest
Do we need more?
support
You're cutting Trieste
both
support for the attack on
directions.
Vienna?
Both directions.
Oh, okay. So you can't support Romania down, you can't support.
Because I didn't trust Gothy, and I was like,
Yeah, that's fine.
But this turn made me cry, and you
Yeah.
suggesting that I didn't react to.
Well, in a few game years, you just basically.
I
let
honestly thought, Adam,
continue to
that this
grow
was the turn when you had turned the corner. right?
Yeah.
You've talked him into sending his fleet south.
Yeah.
You've taken Sweden. You've got a build,
Yeah.
right?
And we were actually working together and like communicating.
right. Oh, well, you own everything that you. I mean, everything
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
need from him. He's
Well, I wasn't going to mess with
And you've got
him.
all of Scandinavia,
you know,
right?
now you.
And it was like, you're
gotta
going to get
put the
Holland.
armies over. You can take
It was
the
like, let me
coastal
hold it
stuff.
now. You're going to get it. I'm trying to get
You're
out
going to
of
be
it.
at 10 or 12 from here, and I was like, Adam Silverman, world champion.
And then
You used to throw away.
And what did you build? You built another fleet. Of course you did. All right.
So again, it was another. I guess it was another case. I mean, last term maybe you can justify it, right? If I'm
Yeah.
going to do something here, it's hard to justify, right?
Yeah.
So
You pick up Holland.
I had
You remove Holland. You
I
disband
pulled-
Holland.
I don't
as,
mind the
uh,
fleet build this
and
time.
that was
12
planned.
send us to win a world championship instead of 18. That's a pretty
well,
good
probably
feat.
on this board, I'm not.
I don't mind the fleet build
Yeah.
for you here,
The
though,
fleet build is
because
going to help you get Berlin.
the reason you
Gallipoli,
didn't need the fleet
you
build
get
last turn was because you
Gettysburg,
needed an army
that's
to
enough
convoy.
win.
But now that
It is a little
Nathan's not in
different,
English
so-
Channel anymore, he's already got the army to
I
convoy.
didn't. I had no problem with your fleet build. here.
I thought the fleet was
Yeah.
fine here.
Yeah.
It was last year that was.
It was
It
last
was the
year.
previous
Yeah.
one that was wrong. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, again, you can make sort of a similar argument. You're probably
Well, now you've got the free army in London
Yeah,
because he left.
'cause he left
English
the channel,
right?
yeah.
So
For
A season.
I'm
for
coming
one
right
for
back.
one
Like
season.
I don't like. Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll get there when we get there, right?
If you could take it back and do it again, how good is London to Yorkshire build fleet?
Built fleet London.
Yeah, of course.
to keep him out of the channel. While we both
Of
went
course.
fleets.
Yeah.
But of course, you're all friends. You know.
That's right. And,
For a
and
season.
Goffy, you end up having to disband the army in Romania, right? At that point.
Yes.
So
Which really annoyed Miletsky. That was.
you could have picked up
I
Sev.
claim some mild credit because I was talking to him a lot to attack you to achieve my objective of you not winning. I spent a lot of time talking to Jurgen.
Fleet Marseille. Is it time to go? Is it go time now? Right?
that
Are
what I
you going?
built?
You built Fleet Marseille, right? You've got Mid Atlantic,
I'm
Spain,
sure I
South
did
Coast.
that. Now that I'm looking at this and thinking about this again, I'm sure I did that to appease Adam. And I was like, okay, I'll build one in the south. It's fine because I really wanted him to do this Sweden thing.
Yeah.
And we were coordinating fine, and I thought I would have plenty of time to turn around and take out Adam, which I think I do immediately after.
Right.
I think this was when like tensions were rising a little bit between the two of us, but we were still pretty
Yeah,
good
we
with
were
each
fine.
other.
Even
We were
when-
both building a fleet, and it wasn't going to be a big deal. We were
Yeah.
we were probably not going to send them at each other.
Right.
But you're right. It was probably very effective this time, right? Because
Yep. Because it's very easy for you as England to imagine that his order set is the Gulf of Leon, Western North Africa, right?
Yeah. I mean, especially the
Yep.
position Italy was
That's
in
why
right here.
because I wanted to keep him believing I was on board, and I think I'm going right back.
Yeah.
I feel confident
You
that
go,
that
you
is
go
the
to,
case.
I think you go to Irish and English.
Yes. No, just Irish. You aren't adjacent.
Oh,
In fact, you go to Western Med and Irish. This is where I think the punditry say, pick a direction.
Yeah, pick a direction. I was trying to have too much. I was trying to have
Right.
And that was my fault.
that's what I definitely thought he was going to attack you, Chris.
Yeah.
Because he finally was in Leon and
I was
Western
kind of
Med.
to convoy away, right?
Yeah. Then you were kind enough to convoy away. You were just super happy about all of
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
And this is about where I'm
He did only
starting
come with
to
six.
sell it. Like,
If he comes
I should
with
just
three, it's probably a very different game.
Yep. Yeah, because he takes Tunis,
Yeah.
right?
right. And the
this
reason
point
I'm
we're-
doing this
we're
is
two on
because I'm gonna start trying to pitch. My plan is I'm not actually gonna get a bunch of senators. I'm just gonna have the board agree that Nathan wins. That's the goal. It did not turn out well, but that's one of the reasons I'm doing that.
Right.
Is that there's a lot of tempo in this. There's a lot of momentum, and that's what I'm going to try and sell. Because I actually don't have a huge amount of confidence I can actually earn it.
My experience though is you can't sell people on the win. You can sell people to flip and work with you, but you're not going to sell people to vote for you or to call the game.
Unless
the game
it's
is gonna go.
overwhelmingly obvious, right?
Right.
Like
If
you
you're-
get to
That's what I was
12.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't.
The way to do
My-
that is
my-
to send all those fleets into England, right?
Right.
And then convoy into
He
Liverpool.
says sagely.
Well, yeah, or send everything into
Which I
England.
told
Yeah.
you was like, you need to follow this up. Great, you get Liverpool, but you have nothing to follow it up and hold it back.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And
if
I
had to do it
actually
again-
wanted you to build an army, not another fleet, because you didn't need enough fleet. Because if you're not going after Italy, what are you doing? You can get all 3 of England and you can ice the game.
Yeah.
And that was what I was trying to get you to do. Now, to be fair, I do want to sort of defend Nathan. This is when the volume went down
On the clock.
on the clock.
Out in the lobby.
In the
hallway.
lobby,
Yeah.
and like everybody was under extreme time pressure, and sometimes our orders weren't getting in because we could not hear what
Okay.
was going on.
All right.
So whoever turned the volume down, that was a seriously terrible move.
Yeah.
Now, Peter, I wasn't going to out you on this.
I didn't turn anything down because I was one of the people who got a miss order or no orders for one of those things.
So here you do make the self bounce in Budapest while you roll into Stockholm. And you support Dave out into the GM now, and you support Dave into the Black Sea.
Yeah, this is the point where Dave was basically, he said to me, my 2 fleets are at your disposal, my advice is at your disposal, for the rest of the game, I'm going to do what I can to help you.
Okay.
So
You took him up on
I've
it.
got 2 extra units
Yep,
and I've
there
got
you
another
go.
brain, this is wonderful. So, and like, with Goffey having generally vacated the south,
Yeah.
supporting Dave into the Black Sea seems reasonable at this point.
Yep.
It gives us a play on Romania, which otherwise...
Do you remember what you were thinking at this point here, Peter?
Not
Just trying to kind of hang on and keep working with your friends, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know what's going on at this point. I think I'm not sure why I'm still sitting in Bohemia. I'm kind of going back and forth between wanting really badly to trust Chris and looking
You
at the
really
board and
do.
realizing I really can't. So I'm kind of waffling back and forth, and I should have just pulled
Committed to
completely
fight.
back and.
Yeah, hunker
No,
down in
hunker
your
down.
dots, if nothing else, to do. Okay.
As I recall,
I
you
thought-
were pretty angry at this point.
Oh, I was so angry.
And you had got you had one of your, it might have been this season or last season, where you're just like, I'm throwing stuff. I'm gonna help you, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, it was
I'm
a
pretty sure,
ridiculous
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that made no sense, but you were angry. Like, I'm gonna go to Bohemia. I'm gonna help you across. You're over the line. You're the world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay.
totally not true.
So here in the fall, you take Liverpool, you take St. Petersburg, you sneak back into Sweden. He doesn't cover it.
I was so irritated, by the way. Jesus Christ.
Well, here I'm super hopeful because he's not
you-
back in Sweden.
I failed to take Bulgaria because I didn't order the coast.
That's right. You failed to order the coast on Constantinople to Bulgaria. Yep. And Dave supports you. And Dave, you think you were frustrated? Dave.
Dave.
I think Dave threw his hat.
I think they took a
We've
fight.
also progressed to bouncing in Romania.
Yes, no, I'm thinking the Black Sea, but those fleets are still bouncing each other.
That
Yes.
sort of was the one where I was like, okay, that's my chance at the championship goal.
Yeah. You
because
thought it was
I
over?
figured that was enough to.
I
to
checked his
get
all
it.
in.
This is
And you put
This is
Doug back into Denmark. So you pick up St. Pete, but you lose Denmark, and you lose Liverpool. And Sweden.
And Sweden.
All right.
So I'm feeling great.
And this is all part of the plan of
Yep.
forward. I mean, I wouldn't say it to keep me, growing while you, backfill my dots.
Right.
As like I'm also like Nathan's sort of like evil shoulder.
Yeah, you're kind of playing the same role with Nathan. David found.
Yeah, I am on
I've
Nathan's
got an extra couple of dots and a brain for you.
Stab him!
at this point, everything about this game is awful.
Do you remember thinking that the move to Tunis and the Trinity was intended kind of to not work? Or are you not trying to push tempo down then south? Or
I don't remember
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
I don't remember.
I'm basically at this point. I'm probably cocky.
yeah. You're thinking
I'm
this
thinking,
is it.
okay,
You've got
I
it.
could
They
probably
just-
get this.
Look at these other clowns. Can't
Look
write
at this
their own
clown.
lines. Yeah, okay.
And you can't write a coast.
No, that
Which is what I'm
That was
thinking.
after you'd ordered these moves, so to be
I
fair.
know. I know. That is.
So then we end up.
Now that would be fair.
There you have it. We'll pick up next time with Adam Silverman's disbands. Really, really crucial decision, and he made one of the best decisions of the game for him right on the heels of this terrible, disastrous turn. Until then, I'm Chris Martin, and I'll stab you soon.